and my bad. Yeah, I'll try to be better about that. I feel very, very silly right now. But we're drawing Greaseball and Electra from Starlight Express today, if that intro didn't already happen. So I'm working on sketch for Greaseball here. And I really think I just was not streaming for a solid, like, 20 minutes there, and I feel very, very silly. I need to be better about checking that. Okay, so we're gonna get kind of the base shapes of this down here, and then we can deal with the nitty-gritties on the lining layer. I can't really see the side of his leg on any of these. So I'm gonna assume it's kind of like that. Let's see, then we got like a... Oh, is that on a... Yeah, that's on a elbow pad here too. Okay. I love that they built in all of the like skating safety things to the costumes and kind of built around that. That's just such a smart way to do it. Oh, we've got a necklace on, looks like. And then we've got like a... like a bracelet type divider here, and then gloves, of course, because how are you gonna look punk without your gloves, you know? Did I put the microphone on? Yes, I did. Okay, so you need your mic then, my guy. Gosh, I really like how this one's looking. Okay, let me make sure we're good size-wise compared to Red Caboose here. And it looks like we need to be a little bit bigger. Greaseball's a tall boy, I suppose. Or at least he's got taller hair. Okay. I think we're ready to start lining. Give me just a second to get there's stuff on my screen and it's bugging me. I've had problems with the stream quitting on me before. I've not had problems with it not actually starting when it told me it started. That's That's a new one. I think I'm just like cursed with streaming here. There's something in the universe that doesn't want my streams to go correctly. I don't know. Oh, that's a little big on that side. That's better, yeah. Okay, let's get the face in here. There's very... The way they do the makeup in this is not series, but in the production here, it's really cool. And these Starlight characters have been really, really fun to chibi because they're such just immensely intricate characters. So it's been just a cool thing to be able to try to, you know, simplify them as much as I can, while still making them look like them. Do not like that. It's a little better, but I think you need to kind of like that, yeah. So I don't know why this is what I'm thinking about right now, but like, well, yeah, it's because this guy kind of looks kind of used car salesman into me a little bit. But like, do you think there are just like, is there like a used car salesman out there who's a genuinely like really good person who really tries their best to be like super kind and super generous and super thoughtful, and then they go like just watch a cartoon and the villain's always like a car salesman? And like, that's gotta just be like heartbreaking to have a career, a passion like that you're passionate about, you know, be the thing that everyone's like, yeah, this is the type of person that's terrible and untrustworthy, is this specific career, you know? Like, and what is it about used car salesmen specifically that every kid show has had like at least one evil used car salesman? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like there was one in Arthur, there's one in like oh my gosh, Goof Troop. There's, yeah, I am sure there are more that I'm not thinking of here. I don't know, I didn't watch a ton of cartoons as a kid, but the ones I did, I've seen like 3 evil cartoon used car salesmen. Like, what is it about used car salesmen? I don't know. Like, buying a car in general is a terrible experience, and I know, like, I've had some pretty not great experiences with people at dealerships too, you know? Why is it specifically used car salesmen that are getting the bad rap here? I know, I hate that when I looked at this character and went, his name's his name's Greaseball, you know, he used car salesman, is where my brain went, you know? Like, there's nothing has happened in my actual life to make me perceive an untrustworthy-esque character as a used car salesman, but I've been conditioned with cartoons. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking about right now. Maybe a little subtler on that. That's looking pretty good. Okay, we're gonna try to get kind of the general shape in with the lines here, and then add in more of the texturing with the shading. So I think that's gonna be what works best on this particular hairstyle. Really should figure out how to display my my reference images on the stream so y'all can see them. Didn't sit here forever and talk about like, oh, there's this detail, and you just have to take my word for it. What if there isn't? All right, we got a head. I wonder if I should give him like a single kind of flip up. I kind of like that actually, because there's in the you know, I probably want it going forward though. In the reference pictures here, most of them, 2 out of the 3, I can't really see the hair super well. In the third one, it's kind of got just like the one strand out of place. I don't think it's supposed to be, but it's kind of a cute look. So I think I'm gonna keep it. I know, or is that something I should be adding in my shading layer? Look better going all the way down like that. Maybe more outward like that. Kind of like that. I think I like that. I think I'm going to keep it. I think it adds a little bit of character to him. Okay. Let's get this mic in before I forget, because I will absolutely forget. Okay, let's get shoulder pads going. So got kind of that kind of thing going on here. I think this side's just going to be more like that from this angle. Those don't match even at all. Okay. Okay, like that shape, need to just move it. Okay, I think. Maybe a little less so. A little wider. A lot wider. Okay, I think we're good on shoulder pads. I guess let's do the belt next. So we can kind of line everything up to it. I mean, a good amount of that's going to be covered up, but for right now, that's good. We're going to do a lot of the details like we did on Red Caboose here. We're going to do a lot of them in color rather than in lines, because in line it'll get too muddled. It'll be too hard to tell what's going on. Okay. Sorry, I'm heavily referencing, or I'm looking a lot over at the reference picture here, so there's a lot of studying going on between the individual paint strokes, but, well, not paint strokes, gosh, line strokes. I'm doing a lot of looking heavily to the reference in here because I really want to be sure I get enough of this detail without being overbearing with it, you know? I think if I have too much detail, it's gonna just not read well. These are a little shorter. I'm just gonna do 3 because I think more than that will not work out well. Okay, that's looking good. Okay. This doesn't really matter because the hand's going to be over it anyway, but I guess acknowledging that out loud was not enough to stop me from feeling the compulsive need to fix it. Okay, let's see. When you hand on belt, is the thumb... I'm just going to have the thumb kind of on top and then the fingers kind of like that. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like it's resting on it there. Okay, and then that one's kind of sideways here. So we got like a bracelet-esque thing going on here. Okay, And now with this side here, I don't like how that line here was lining up with the what is that called? Gosh, the wrist. I try really hard to make sure there are no like exact intersections in lines when I do these, because it makes it harder to read, especially from a distance. So just move the hand a little bit for the sake of the line work there. And I'm just going to erase this real quick to make sure I like how it's looking. I like the positioning and everything. Yeah, that looks so cute. Oh my gosh, okay. Although this hand over here, I think we're going to do a outward curve on the fingers rather than an inward like we had it there. Yeah, okay. It's better, but now this line's way too long. But it doesn't really matter anyway, because we got fingerless gloves, which means whoop, whoop, and whoop, whoop. Okay. Well, let's get the arms in. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just draw out the arms here first, and then I'll come in and do the it is a very snazzy boy. We got some musical people going on today. These are Starlight Express characters. So heavy detail, and I know essentially nothing about the plot. So, yeah. I know that they wear roller skates when they do like the actual production of this, because they're all trains, and they do like a lot of cool choreographed movements with a bunch of people on roller skates on a stage, and that just sounds really cool to watch. But I don't watch a ton of Broadway, or off-Broadway rather. We've got an off-Broadway in Salt Lake that I've gone to a few times, but Starlight Express hasn't been one of them. I don't know if it's even been there or not. I feel like it would be a really fun one to go see in person, though. Not quite. Okay. Yeah, this to be a little more oval there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. While I'm at it, before I forget, let's get a neck in here. That's not a good neck. Still not a good neck. You know, I think it's actually Shoot, it's the head placement, but I merged everything because I'm a fool. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move the head on this one and then release everything that's not head. Come back to that line in a second. I messed that up a little bit there. Okay, that should work. There, that had the placements a little better. Although I didn't quite get this line as smooth as I want it. All right. Okay, and then he's got a necklace here. Don't really know if necklace is the right word, but pendant, maybe. Whoop. All right, let's get some legs. I guess let's do this piece first. Yeah, I think almost all of that detail is going to be in the color layer, so we're going to just go kind of like a basic leg shape here, and then that's not a good leg shape. That's a good leg shape. There we go. Maybe a little bit more so on the foot here. That's better. Okay. Now let's do knee pads. Okay, really gonna get that shape better there. It's more of like a whoop and then a whoop. Not quite on the second whoop, but the first one was spot on. There we go. Okay, let's get much so right there. There we go. You know what? Those are not on the inside. Those are only on the outside. So you get one over here, but not on there. Oh, we do need the brake in the front, though. Wait. Wheels. Okay, and then we got here up front and kind of split right here. All right, I think we got lines done. Holy crap. I was really expecting this one to take me a lot longer with all the detail, but I guess I still need to do a lot of the detail in the line work, or in the colors here. But let me make sure. You know, I think I might steal the mouth from my sketch layer because I like it more. Than the one I actually have going in my lines. Yeah, that's just a better face in general, I think. All right. Now we can start coloring. Okay, I'm gonna bring red caboose in here for general comparison's sake, just to make sure I get, you know, similar detailing and stylistic whatnots. So a little here, yeah. I made a mistake and I don't want to go back and fix it, so I'll just fix it here. There we go. Easy peasy. Nope, nope, redo. Okay. Yeah, I think I like that more. Maybe. It's a very close spot there. There. That's... Okay, I'll proceed with it like that, and then if I don't like it, after we get a little further, I'll change it back. Let's get my threshold up a little bit there. Let's go ahead and... Nope, nope, jeez. There, come on. You were part of this layer. There we go. I think we are going to do closed mouth on you. Okay, hair. We're going to do a base that's kind of a darker, kind of more purplish gray. And then go in and detail on top of that. And it's looking a little more anime-esque right now. When I get more of the details on, it'll look... Hopefully it'll look a little more, like a stage production thing. But yeah, he's got a very, like, kind of dashing, kind of protagonist look to him right now. Which is not exactly what I was going for, but I loved the face so much. But again, I also don't really know a ton about this character, so I don't know if they're more the dashing type or more the stab you in the back kind. I don't know. Just their name is Greaseball, so I'm assuming they're probably not the hero, but they wanted them winking though, so they are winking. Okay, flat colors. Let me see how I want to do this. Oh, before I forget, let's get these eyebrows in here. Okay, flat colors. I guess let's just start with the shirt and kind of work our way out from there. Yeah, because you can't see the reference image I'm looking at here, but this character is insanely detailed. And I need to strike the right balance between having them be detailed enough that it looks like them and having it be so detailed that it's confusing to look at. I think I want those to be that color. Okay. These bits too. and then got a bit darker of a gray for these bits. No, it really is the same base color of gray. It's just the texturing is what's gonna make this, will make or break it, I guess. Okay, so now we've got like a shiny silver here. I didn't think that would work for here. And for these little bits. And for this bit. Let's hit the wheels with the same color here. You are the let's get this bit with that same darker color too. And moving back to the lighter gray for these ones. And back again to dark for here. Okay, and then where is Red Caboose at? I want this color. For those. And then a much more reddish yellow for these. Let's see, Mike, what color do we have? Here, Mike, satin grays, okay. Gonna put the mic on the same layer here. And a little darker here. I want to bring that same kind of mid-gray up for this. Okay, I'm still in the same, yeah, I'm still in the same yellow layer. Okay, detail time. We're gonna do texturing on everything before we do shading on anything. And we're gonna do these in a slightly smaller brush size just so we can be sure everything's visible. It's quite dark enough. A little more curved there. Okay. All right, there's detailed bit number 1. Just gonna build up my general structure here while I'm going. Okay, what layer are you? Okay, that's our darker. Okay, so that means we get details like it's a little too light. Okay, and this has also got and this one's also got okay, and then we also have okay. Like that. Oh, looking good. Okay. Bring that curve in a little more there. There we go. That's a nice shape. Okay. Okay, give me the shiny bit again because we got these going down here. And what other bits do we have? Let's see. Those are actually good as they are, as are those. Okay, I think that's all of the details for that particular layer. This one's gonna be fun. Okay, so we're actually going to gonna grab these sections as we go on this one, because otherwise I think I'll have a hard time keeping things consistent. Very close to a good shape at that time, but not quite still. I think that'll do. Okay, and then let's just should have done the yellow lines first because I'm gonna have to go over them with the red again. But now we know. Okay, let's get that line back in how it should be. Okay, and then we need to grab now over here. Yes, okay, it looks okay, we're good. Okay, now here. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good for those. What else have we got? It's essentially everything else. Okay. I'm just gonna start selecting points and drawing on them. Okay, this one's not too bad. We've got red going up, lining it like so. And then yellow just across the top of the collar here. Shoot, I need to remember to do my yellows before my reds. I keep making the same mistake. Your yellow's matching on both sides. Okay, and then got this light color with which we're doing a couple of these. Looks good. Looking good. Okay. That's that section. And now we've got legs. Okay. So we've got yellow kind of striping across like that. On the outside, it's a little too much, so that a little more like that, I think. Okay, and then on the inside, we got stripes. But on this side, we've got stripes going like that on the outside, and then on the inside, we erase the stripes, kind of going like that. Can add ourselves a divider line here to make the shape, and then we get more of these. Okay. And then those are as they are. These. Got more of these light stripes going this way. Shoot, they don't match. Which do I like more? I like the first one more. Okay, and then here, nope. Stripes going the other way. Okay, and then that stays there. And I think that's all for, yep, that's all for that layer, okay. We have, this time we need to do red first, because we've got.
Can you come distract the cat just while I walk out of the house?
Yeah, I can. Do you want to see what I'm working on? You see this one? You want to see this monster of a chibi here?
What a sexy hot man.
Isn't
That is amazing. Holy moly.
Thank you. I'm in the middle of doing all the detail work right now. Here, let me, before I forget what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna go distract the cat while Brittany leaves to go do more door dashing, and then I'm just gonna grab a piece of pizza while I'm out there, because all I've eaten today is one piece of pizza, and I would like double that intake, so I'll be right back. Enjoy gazing upon his majesty while I'm gone. Sorry, just realized we also had groceries on the counter for an hour, so I'll be right back again. Okay, I am back. Let me check and see if the stream is still going. Okay. I believe the stream is still going. So, yeah, let's get... Okay, perfect, thank you. And let's get the rest of the details on, and then we can shade. And then we'll be good. I'm just really excited to have had such intricate characters to get to try to figure out, because it's so beyond the realm, I guess, of things that I would normally do, things that I would just kind of draw on my own time. But it's cool. I don't know. I'm just really enjoying it. I think if the drawings weren't going the way I wanted and weren't looking good, I probably wouldn't be so happy with it, but... Sorry, I should finish eating before I talk. That's, like, really rude of me, I'm sorry. But yeah, I've been having a really good time. Okay. And then these we got... You should do it. You should do it. You should stay fed and stay hydrated. I know Brittany and I have been going out and door dashing the last couple days. We're trying to hit our, at least hit the minimums on our credit card payments, I think is what we're going to be able to do with DoorDash work. But, so we're doing that, and we keep forgetting to get food before we go, but then, you know, once you're in it, if you get more orders while you're out, you keep going, so we've just not been eating very well. Yes, exactly. Treat yourself. Everyone go get yourself a something. A little bit, yeah, we're looking a little... I know, I really like how he's looking. Oh, you know what? We need to get the detail in his hair. I didn't realize we hadn't done that yet. So I'm pretty sure that's a 6 in there. It certainly looks like it's a 6 on the reference pictures, but I Suppose I could be very wrong. Hopefully I'm not. Wait. Not quite. Okay, we're gonna call that good. Now up to the hair. I forgot we need to do the details on that. Yes, exactly. I mean, to be fair though, 3 o'clock is not the time everyone should be having lunch. Like, everyone should have eaten something in the day before this, but I, for one, didn't. I had a piece of pizza, like, on the way in here to start the stream, and then I just grabbed another one while I was saying goodbye to Brittany. Because I'm hungry. I'm, like, really, really hungry. I'll probably have, like, a bowl of cereal when I'm done with everything, but I'm not quite done with this guy yet, and then we got one more I want to get done today. I'm just studying the hair really quick to try to figure out, because we've got, like, a definite, like, that going on here. You know, I think at that point it's supper. I don't think it's really lunch anymore. But I know I've also, especially like at conventions, I'll have like the first thing I eat in the day will be at like 7 or 8 in the evening, because I just forget to have breakfast before I start the show, and then, you know, you can't just leave your table to go get food. So I've had 7 p.m. breakfast before, so I'm really not one to be talking. Actually, I've had convention days where the show starts at like 7 in the morning and then goes till 7 in the evening. And I'm just busy the whole time, and I don't take the time to stop and eat, and I don't get something in me before I go. So I've had like 12-hour days constantly working that I know, and at that point you just forget that you haven't eaten, you know? Yeah, that's always how it is. It's always like food's an afterthought, you know? Because, I mean, you kind of take it for granted sometimes. You've got, you know, a big important thing you have to do in a day, and like lunch has always been there, so you don't schedule in lunch because you just don't think about lunchtime because you've always had time for lunch. So it's always like the big important days when you really need like your fuel and to be doing your best. Those are the days that you forget to eat. Okay, let's go ahead and give him one of those over on this side too here. I don't know if he's actually that symmetrical, but it looks like he is. I know, I like the look of it one way or another. Although I think I liked these just going down before I changed them, so I'm going to change them back. There we go. Okay, and then let's do some... So we got some kind of coming down the front here, but then they just kind of taper in. So let's do a little bit like that. Yeah, that's looking a little too, like, cat-esque. At that point, that's not the musical we're going for. Let's just kind of keep it. We got it here. Let me try doing just like a little bit of this. Nope, that's too much. This is not wanting to blend nicely for me. A bit too much on here. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Kind of feeling that way. And I don't know if anyone thinks I'm a master at anything, but yeah, the thing is, like, the moment someone's like, "Oh yeah, check out this person. They're awesome at this." All of your skills just go, "Nuh-uh, not when people watching. Not gonna happen." I accidentally did that to Brittany the other day. We were doing something. I was like, "Yeah, you're like a professional watercolor though," and she's like, "I'm not a professional," and it stressed her out. And but like she is though, you know. But I feel bad for kind of putting extra pressure on there when it didn't need to be done. Backgrounds are not my forte. Backgrounds are not at all my strong suit. So, outer space or not, if you can do any, like, good cohesive background, I think you've won. I think you won drawing. Okay, let's do... Yeah, I think... No, I think I liked it better before I did all that stuff to mess with it. I think I liked it better just... Bricks I'm actually okay with, because I don't get as bored with them as I do with other backgrounds, because bricks you really have to do, like, different sizes and different shades, and you have to kind of shade them all individually, and for some reason that works for me. Like, I can keep it holds my attention enough, but things like, I don't know, walls and furniture and things like that just do not work well with me. Okay. Oh wait, we gotta get some teeth marks going here. Furniture is just weird. It's tough, and you gotta get, like, the perspectives and everything right on it. And then if you have a character interacting with furniture, God forbid, you have to get the angles on the character right, on the furniture, and the sizes to match, and everything to just work together perfectly when any one of those bits is hard to do on its own. Oh, that was bad. That's not gonna work that way. Yeah, backgrounds are not my strong suit. I've been getting better at them slowly, because when I'm doing my comics, I'm making myself actually draw backgrounds and not just have them be characters floating in a nothing space. But I don't get nearly as much practice with backgrounds as I do with characters here. Oh, geez. That's the worst way to sort people. Why would you sort people like if they can draw a chair? No one can draw a chair. Uh, no, I don't really love the idea of grouping students anyway at the start of a class, because like even if you could get a good, yeah, oh gosh, still lives, I know, like, as an artist I shouldn't be like still lives, but like still lives. I know, even if you could get a good read on where people are through a single assignment at the beginning of the year, people don't grow the same throughout classes, so grouping people like that is just like, I know, unless they were specifically trying to group like different skill levels together so that like people could help each other out. I don't know. But I don't like the idea of grading art in general. Is the thing. I have a hard time with art as a class that's like graded and graded on your overall performance, not just your like improvement. Because sure, you can be like, yeah, you've clearly improved on this and that, but you can't just be like, well, you're a better artist than this person, so you get an A and you get a B. You know? It just doesn't work like that. Okay, I guess that's understandable, I guess, just to try to get a basic understanding of, well, what people understand going in. Because we were talking the other day about how art classes sometimes don't do anything to assess you and just start everyone off with, so this is the definition of a line. And it's infuriating if you've, already taken 15 art classes in your life and have been drawing forever and definitely know all these basic things and need some help with like contour shading or, you know. But I know it's just grading art is such a difficult thing. Grading progress is one thing, but grading art is, I don't think, something that should be done just in general. But what do I know? I'm not really a college type person anyway. That's kind of nice to have an art teacher that actually acknowledges some people want to go into cartooning and not fine art. I know, what class was that? I don't remember if you mentioned earlier. I don't think you did. Oh, high school, yeah. No, high school teachers are definitely better at actually looking at their students as individual people who have different interests and skill sets and whatnot. In high school, I like now as an adult, I look back on it and it makes sense. But I was our school had a studio art class that was, just the seniors. Did they make you redo it, or did you just like decide to do more art class? Because I know I took as many elective art classes as I possibly could because I liked art. But yeah, but so we had the studio art class that was, and I mean, this was junior high, so when I say seniors, I mean ninth grade, I believe. But we had a studio art class that was, one-on-one time with the teacher going through projects that you personally like doing and giving you like very, detailed, exactly what you need to know type of feedback on the exact thing that you're going into. And it was really, really nice. Huh. That's not the best thing to have happened, because that's, time you could have spent in another class that maybe could have taught you some things you didn't already get taught. Also, though, like, it's probably not bad to go back and, like, restudy the basic stuff every once in a while just to be sure you got it down, you know? I know that's... Brittany says every once in a while that she'd like to just go back and take just, like, a basic art class again just to kind of fine-tune and refresh on stuff. But I don't know, I just don't do good in classes in general, so the idea of going back purposefully to school now that I've gotten out of it is just not very appealing to me. That sounds like the best. Yeah, that is the best art class. Now, yeah, the studio art class, I was really surprised when I got in because my skill level was not there at all. I am one of those people that I drew all the time, and that's why they, put me in that class, because I very clearly enjoyed drawing and wanted to get better at it and needed more specialized training, and that's, why they put me in the studio art class. But when I was told I was accepted, I was so confused because, like, I didn't draw good. I drew very bad, like, how to draw manga book style, hide the hands behind the body and the, one of the eyes behind the bangs because I can't draw two eyes in a single picture. They won't ever be symmetrical. Like, that's the level I was at when I got into that class. And I was just very, very confused, like, why someone who was, better at art didn't get that spot in the class. But I learned so much there, and the teacher very genuinely wanted to help each individual student get, their own specialty kind of sorted out. I know the how to draw manga books, like, they try. They're a good introduction to some things, but I genuinely think that they might have been detrimental to many young artists with just a lot of the things in them. Well, and that's the thing, is when you have an art class that is actually focusing on the individual and what they want to be drawing and how they want to be drawing it and helping them achieve their own artistic vision, that's gonna do a lot better for most people than let's all sit down and draw 50 lines and, let's go over some definitions again, Yeah, I really, really enjoyed my studio art class. And it was really, really nice to know that teacher believed in me, even when my pictures were looking so terrible and I had absolutely no confidence in myself at that point, So it was a good experience. I really enjoyed that class. But that was high school. It was back when I was okay with school. But I guess that's more on like it wasn't even high school, it was junior high. But yeah, that's back when I thought grades would get me somewhere in life and really put my all into it. Well, there are always going to be the people who are like, what's the easiest class I can take so I can just, like, goof off the whole time? Art, obviously, And especially when it's, like, a limited spot class, that's such a jerk move to take a spot and then not take any of the class seriously. Okay, how do I want to do highlights on this hair? Because he's got, like, a very kind of a... Alright, let me lower that down a little bit and get more of a... kind of look to it a little bit up top here, and also. Huh. Is in high school you had people who didn't know how to use Google Chrome? That seems like something you should know in high school. Like in college, like a lot of people don't go to college right out of high school, you know. There's a lot of older people there, so I could see like a college classmate not really. Huh. That's gotta be tough.